Welcome back, baseball fans. We are in the National League Mountain divisional round of 7 between the lowly Arizona Diamondbacks and Portland. And we are here in a Game 6 in Arizona, down at Joshua Tree. Arizona and Portland have alternated the first 5 games. Arizona, Portland, Arizona, Portland, Arizona. The lowly D-backs are up 3-2. They want to finish off Portland in a very weak division in which Colorado seems to be running away with it, the Rockies. We'll get into that later. And Portland's the only other team with a decent record, and it's been a pretty meatball baseball series. A game of bad defense, bad relief pitching, questionable starting pitching, blown leads, big errors, momentumless baseball that ends after 9 innings if we're lucky. So we'll get started with this little adventure. We have Ray Sadecki, the lefty, number 3 starter, going against Dave Boswell, number 2 starter for the Diamondbacks. Here we go. Terry Poole leads things off with a strikeout. Mark Belanger skies the center, and Tony Gonzalez bounces to short. Diamondbacks have not won a series all year. Let's see what they can do. Sandberg skies the right. Claudell Washington with a walk. Cal King. Let's try a stolen base. And he steals second. And what does King do with that ball? T1 at 10. He throws it in the center field. All right, you got a runner at third for Larry Howard. 1 to 17. Can't get it. Misses the single. 1 to 17. It's just the lineup. George Thomas. Strikes out. They get nothing. Story of the Diamondbacks. They get nothing. Chet Lemon. Homer 1 fly ball. Let's look at the Chet Lemon card. Yep. Homer 1, fly ball to left, and that's a lazy can of corn. No, it's not. It's a solo home run. Hal King, 57 Ks. Pankovitz, single. Boswell, K. And Gallagher, left. 1-0 Portland. Joe Carter, skies left. Brenly with a walk. Steve Braun with a sky to center. Paul Popovich, 6'10" against the lefty. That's a 2-run shot off the Sadecki card. Arizona gets the lead. Brett Butler, double 1. Let's look at the Butler card here. Butler, double 1 to 4, 2 outs. Is a base hit. He's going to try and steal. He's a double A. He steals second. Does not go to third. Sandberg, runner at second. 2 outs. Can he come through? He walks. 2-1 for Claudell Washington. 4-12, center X. Who's in center? Chet Lemon, he's a 1-2. Well, he'll obviously drop this one, right? Oh, he caught it. Something he would do with all but 2 fly balls hit to him during the season. 2-1, third inning. Pete Ward. He Ks. Terry Poole, 55, short. This is Popovich short, 3-21, and he can't make a clean play on it. It's a base hit. Belanger, 2-8, double 1 to 6, base hit. Runners in the corners for Gonzalez are going to bring it up. Struck him out, and with 2 outs, Chet Lemon. He walks on 2-10. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Hal King. And there you go, 2 outs, single 1 to 13. Let's look at the Hal King card. Single 1 to 13, rolls a 14, he's out. Meatball baseball here, folks. Larry Howard, bounces to second. Boswell's a 2-4. Watch him kick this one. No, he makes the play. Good for him. George Thomas, base hit. Joe Carter, second X. And Boswell's a 2-4. He'll take the force. Runner first, 2 outs for Brenly. He walks. 2-1, 2 outs for Braun. He walks. Bases loaded, 2 outs. How about a 2-out hit from Popovich? No, he strikes out. 2-1 in the 4th. Somebody's winning. One of these teams is winning 2-1. Pankovitz, 2-8. That's a double. Let's look at the Jim Pankovitz card, shall we? It's good to see these lesser-known ball players have pretty cool-looking cards, as their sample size, plate appearances, is much smaller than than the Hall of Fame rosters you're used to seeing. Boswell K's, Al Gallagher K's, and with 2 outs, Pete Ward bounces to second. No timely hitting today. We have Brett Butler K's, Sandberg rolls to the pitcher. Claudell Washington bounces to short. Belanger's a 2-26 the base hit. Claudell's going to try and steal. He steals. That's the 3rd stolen base of the day. Lowry Howard with 2 outs, triple 1 and 3, and there you go. A base hit. Well, that's good baseball. Guy steals second, and then the next guy gets a single, scores the guy who's just stole second base. That's what I like to see. Good fundamental baseball there. By a team who's already up 3-2 in the series. So now I'm interested. I got a rooting interest. I'm rooting for Arizona to win their first series of the year. George Thomas bounces to third. Alan Gallagher is a 3-18. I don't know, he can't make a play. Runners on the corners for Jolt and Joe Carter. He bounces to short. All right, Dave Boswell. How in the heck can he blow this one? We'll find out. Terry Poole, base hit. Mark Belanger, bouncer to short. Popovich, a 3. Ground ball short. Runner advances. Runner at second for Gonzalez. Lines a second. 2 outs, Chet Lemon. Sky's left. Bottom of the 5th. 3-1. Brenly, base hit. Bronner, 5-12. Right X. Who's out in right field? Terry Poole's a 2-4 in right field. Makes the catch. Popovich. Third B. Force out for Butler. Struck him out. All right, Sadecki and Boswell have done pretty good through 5. It's a 3-1 game. We're in the 6th. Boswell's a starter 7. Hal King, 38's a walk. Pankovitz, 35 left. Boswell, 34, pops second. Alan Gallagher, base at the left. 2 on, 2 outs. Somebody's looking to get a 2-out hit. Here's Pete Ward, 4-10. Off the Boswell card is homer 1 of 5, fly ball to right. He flies to right field. Ball ends up on the warning track. Stays 3-1. Bottom of 6. Sadecki will try and give you one more inning here. Sandberg, base hit. He'll try and steal. He is out stealing. That +2 arm cannon of Hal King guns down Sandberg at second base. Claudell Washington. 3-6 against the lefty. Look at the Claudell card. Homer 1 of 14 double. It is gone, and it's a 4-1 game. Lowry Howard, base hit. Sadecki, 1 inning too many. He leaves after 5 and 3 batters. Don Robinson will come on in the 6th for Portland. Check out the Don Robinson card. In the 6th inning, we'll face George Thomas. Let's take a look at this George Thomas card for the Red Sox in 70. Hit 343. That's why he came into the expansion draft as an extra player, and Arizona snagged him up. So George Thomas, 2-8. That's a 6-4-3 double play. And innings over. Because Sandberg got thrown out stealing, right? Yeah, okay. So single, stolen base, single, thrown out stealing, solo homer, single, and a double play. We're in the 7th. Boswell, 4-1 lead. He can't lose. Tom Underwood, who's awful, and Jim Bouton, the closer, are warming. Poole, 47's a K. Belanger, 67's a walk. Gonzalez, 4-10, homer 1 of 5, fly ball. And 2 outs for Chet Lemon, 1-7, triple 1-8, single. 2 on, 2 outs, Hal King. Oh, how is Arizona going to blow this? Yeah, they're awful. Boswell's going to come out after 6 2/3. And here comes our boy Tom Underwood on to the 7th, who's been horrible this year. Hopefully, if Arizona loses, Underwood gets charged for the loss. So batting for Hal King will be anybody. Anybody you want to bring in is good. Doesn't matter. I have no preference. Let's go with who's going to catch? The other catcher's Bob Barton, right? Let's bring in Ken Harrelson now. So Ken Harrelson, the Hawk, Harrelson, let's look at his card. He'll pinch hit here with 2 on and 2 outs in the 7th inning. And the pitch to Ken Harrelson, 1-8, base hit in the center. That scores Belanger. Lemon does not make the final out at 3rd. All right, so you got a 4-2 game with runners at 1st and 2nd. And you got Pankovitz. Jim Pankovitz with 2 outs, bounces to short. All right, you got a 4-2 game. Joe Carter in the 7th inning stretch here. Music is, of course, Graham Parsons from the GP record. Streets of Baltimore. Beautiful tune. 4-2. Joe Carter, here we go. 68, single 1 to 16, base hit. Brenly, 111, fly ball to right field, and he hurts himself. Okay. So Brenly was a 4.25 at first base, so they'll bring in Kurt Bleffery will play first base. He's a 4.19. That's improvement. Braun, 411. This guy's in the right field. This is Poole, who's a 2E4. And Terry Poole drops the ball out in right field. One of his 4 errors he made during the year. Comes at a bad time. 2nd and 3rd. They got to bring it up for the A-bunting Popovich. I'm going to do a squeeze play. Why not? I love to do it. This is my situation. Home team up. 2nd and 3rd. 1 out, 7th inning. Perfect squeeze opportunity. Let's do it. And it doesn't work. Of course not. Didn't work. Got to force out at the plate on that one. So you end up with runners at 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And you got Brett Butler. And Butler bounces the 2nd, and the inning's over. Oh, please don't go extra innings. All right, Underwood, 4-2 in the 8th. All right, Boswell has to leave. Pankovitz plays 2nd. It's Bob Barton. 6-10, bounces to 3rd. And that's Braun. He's a 3.23. He's a 3. E23. Makes the play. All right. Alan Gallagher. 1-5 is a base hit. Tie run is Pete Ward. Last batter on the bench. Who plays first base at this guy? Oh, Paul Carrollson to play first. Mike Brown. So Mike Brown comes in. We're done with Mr. Underwood. He gave us, what, an out? 2 outs. And we're going to ask Jim Bouton to give us 5 outs here. Let's look at the Jim Bouton card. We're begging you, please, Jim, give us 5 outs. Starting in the 8th inning. With a 2-run lead. Mike Brown's the pinch hitter. Look at the Brown card before he bats here. Mike Brown, pinch hitter, 64, catcher's card. That would be Larry Howard, who is a 4E1. Won't be an error. Pass ball. Runner goes to 2nd. Excuse me. With 2 outs. Runner 2nd with 2 outs. Terry Poole. Poole 1-7. That's an RBI double. We got a 1-run game. It's 4-3. Belanger, 2 outs, 39. Bounces to short. 4-3 game. Well, this one at least is interesting. All right, so this is where Arizona scores like 2 runs or 3 runs in the 8th, and then Portland gets 2 or 3 more in the 9th, and it goes extra innings. So anyway, it's bottom of the 8th. Oh, let's see here. Let's go with, how about Edwin Nunez? I'll come on in the 8th. Ed Nunez in the 8th. The pitch to Sandberg. 55's a walk. Do we want to steal? No, we got a better. We have Barton in there now. Claudel, Washington, 1-5's a K. Lowry Howard, 2-7's a K. With 2 outs, George Thomas. 65 is a bouncer to short. It's Belanger's a 2E26. All right. Any defense to bring in? Yeah, Jim Lytle will play in the outfield. He's a good outfielder, so he'll play left. Thomas will lead. And there you go. Top of the 9th, Gonzalez, Lemon, and Harrelson. Please don't tie the game. Tony Gonzalez, 49, bouncer to 2nd. Ryan Sandberg is a 1. They have to roll. Chet Lemon, 312, strikeout plus injury. Well, they don't have anybody to play. So their DH will go into center field and the pitcher will bat if they tie it or take the lead. And with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning, Jim Bouton needs 1 more out, and it's going to be Ken Harrelson, who does not have power against right-handed pitching. Ken Harrelson, 2-7 is a K, and just like that, the Arizona Diamondbacks, they've won a baseball game, folks, and they've won this series 4-2. Congratulations, Arizona. Let's see how the 2 teams are rolling year to date now. Bouton gave us those 5 outs. Got Belanger out. Got Mike Brown out. 2 Ks. Nice work. Underwood wasn't his particularly awful self. You have just 1. No, you have 2 hits. Actually, he gave up 3 hits and a run. 3 hits and a run. This guy scored, not that guy. There you go. And Boswell in the 7 innings, of course, gets the win. He gave up 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 2nd inning. Nice performance, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Nunez in the 8th, gave up a walk and 2 Ks. Don Robinson, 3 hits and a run in the 6th. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He pitched 5 1/3 because a guy got thrown out stealing on his watch. And Don Robinson pitched the inning in 2/3. So Robinson got the double play, and then he pitched the 7th inning. So he gave up just a hit. And in the 6th inning, all that is charged to the starter, Sadecki, who gave up 10 hits and that run plus the 3 earlier runs for 4 runs, walked 5, struck out 4. There it is, 1019, 0108, 411, 311. And let's see, that's game 6. So let's see what's going on year to date in the National League Mountain Division. Wacky game. And the folks are heading down to Joshua Tree to celebrate the series victory. Arizona wins 4 out of 6. They improved to 7-14. They're hitting .267 as a squad with a .590 ERA. And the Colorado Rockies are 14-8, so they're 6.5 games ahead of Arizona. Las Vegas is also 7-14, also 6.5 games behind Colorado. And Portland's 10-12, putting them 6 games behind. 4 games back. Putting them 4 games back. So Portland in 2nd place with a 10-12 record. They're at .269 with a .364 ERA. And that's your National League Mountain Division. One of these 4 teams will win the division and therefore go to the playoffs. Hopefully no other ones make wild card if we're lucky. I doubt it. And it looks like it'll be Colorado as the sole participant in the postseason. All right, that's it from the National League Mountain. Thank you for tuning in. We'll check you again next time.